These websites were created using the new ChatGPT Soul updates. The layouts look great, high quality images, creative sections, and these were all made with one simple prompt. Now, I don't really make YouTube videos every time like ChatGPT or Claude have an update. Many of the times, the websites don't really improve that much in design. But this time, Soul is different. In the official documentation of ChatGPT, it specifically says that Soul will actually build more complex websites and applications. It'll also take more accurate screenshots to website reaction. One of the biggest updates was now Soul can actually extract images it generates from screenshots. This means the website it generates, it can also generate each of the images in high quality so you can import it to any sort of AI builder. On top of that, they've improved visual and designing understanding. This means it can understand screenshots significantly better. As a result, you're gonna have more creative, stronger looking websites than ever before. Now, to keep things very simple and straightforward, I went over to ChatGPT using the new Soul updates, and I asked it to create a really highly creative, award-winning style creative portfolio website, and this is what it created for me. Now, I took this same design and I went over to Claude Design and I had it clone that original design. Now, what I also did was I took the image of the woman right here and I gave it to Higgsfield and they animated the image for me. As a result, now we have this really unique landing page with this woman, blinking, it's creative, it looks cool. And then I took this, I downloaded it and I put it on a domain and now this website is now live on the internet. So it's that fast and easy now to make a really high quality website using these new AI tools. Let me show you exactly what I did. Now this is where the new update really shines. So I just typed in a basic command like you guys have probably done a million times. I want to create a highly creative design agency website with vertical and horizon text, high-res images, creative and unique sections that beat the competition. Can you generate me a prompt for this? Then I want you to make a screenshot based off this prompt. Essentially, I'm just asking it to make me a screenshot of the actual website it's going to generate. And this is exactly what it generated. So it generated this image here, it looks amazing. Now what makes this update of Soul really good is in the next prompt right here, I said, now generate the images from this website. I need the images in high definition and I want them exactly like on the websites. Give me these in a zip file. And you guys know that when you use these like vibe coding tools, images are really half the battle, but now with this new update, it'll actually read all of the images on the screenshots. So here are all the images, and as you can tell, they look really good. Now, obviously, I probably could have made more, but it's a demo website. I'm not gonna sell it, So after it showed me all the images, I then asked it to give all the images in a zip folder, and then I went ahead and I downloaded the folder. Now that we have these images, now we can generate the website. Now, in order to replicate that same design, there is a prompt, and I'll leave it in the video description. And here is the Evernote, and it's really simple. Clone the screenshots to a website. Here, I'll go ahead and copy this prompt, and I'll head back over to Claude, and I will paste this in. Now, if you are using Claude Design, I recommend to not have the design system on. This can definitely influence the design. So the first thing I want to do is just go ahead and upload that file. So here, I'll click on the attach. I'll upload the screenshot. So here's the screenshots, and I'll go ahead and give you a quick look. So here's the screenshots. I'll go ahead and upload this. Okay, then we'll also upload the images based off this original design because half the time it does need the images. If you ever use Claude or something, it just gives you like placeholders or it doesn't give you like the proper images. So now I'll go ahead and upload those images. Here they are, the Obsidian website images. I'll just drag and drop it. And then I also want to add a little bit more to this. I'll go ahead and update this in the Evernote. I attached the images in high quality in a zip folder. Place the images where they should be based off the screenshot I gave you. Next, I'll just make sure Fable 5 is selected. I am running low on credits, so I am almost being rate limited, but let's go ahead and run this prompt. And now it's finished. What's really cool is we can turn on and off this wheel spin. That's really cool. Now we scroll down, here's the actual website. It looks fantastic and it's identical to the original screenshot. Now there is some things that I do recommend if you actually want to do this and you want to take it like serious, is the first thing is you need to actually instruct it to create additional pages based off this original design. These right here are just dead links. So if you click on the About Us, the service, all these pages, they're just dead links. So now I wanted to create the About Services and the Insight and Contact page. I want you to create an About Us page, Services, Insight, and Contact page using the same design style as on the home page. Keep the design consistent. Now, what this is gonna do is it's going to generate all these pages for us, but it's also going to keep the initial design intact. All right, so now it's making the insights page. And there you go, we got the fonts, we got everything consistent, looks great. Now, one thing to note here is that it's gonna be using the images that we gave it earlier. If you do want to add in more images, you can just go to ChatGPT and say, hey, I want you to give me more images based around this initial design, just to make sure that the images are consistent with the website. Okay, and look at this section. Ooh, I do like this, but notice here how it's using the same images. So that's just one thing to consider. And now it is making the contact page. And here is our contact page. I mean, overall, this is amazing, right? These results are really good. So this is the insights page that I showed you earlier. The services page, here we go. It looks great. I love these designs. I mean, I love it. I mean, this is amazing. And then here we have the About Us page, done. Here we go. Looks fantastic. And then we have our work page, which is essentially our home page. So I just basically have to say, rename this to the home page. So basically we just created this website in a matter of minutes. The website looks great, but there are some other tricks that I want to show you. So let's head back over to ChatGPT. Now, on the same tab where I was making the website, I'm now going to ask it to create animations on the websites. Now, I was working on the website in this tab, so I'm going to, keep it in this tab so it remembers the actual website and images. I want to create animations on the websites. I want a small bird to fly across the homepage, and I want black clouds to slowly move around the website. But make sure the black clouds are behind the image of the woman and the text and the button. Adjust the Z-index properly for this. And after about a minute, it now generated this prompt. Now here you can see it's set the Z-index. I think the black cloud should actually be higher, but we'll see what happens here. And this is the actual prompt right here. It's quite large, so I'm just gonna go ahead now and copy this prompt. All right, so after running that prompt, you'll see that we have these black clouds right here and they slowly hover. Now this image right here is a JPEG image, it's not a PNG. So if I want these clouds to go across the entire page, obviously I would just make this a PNG file. And we are also missing the bird. There's the bird. All right, so we have this black bird right here. He's flying across the screen. And obviously these are just small little touch-ups you can add. You can, put like birthday cakes, or you can put like Pokemon or, whatever to jump across the screen. Okay, now there's one more thing I want to do. I now want to animate this image. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go over to Higgsfield. Now you can use Higgsfield 11 Labs as well. And all I did here was I uploaded the image and I generated a prompt in order to make the image move. To give you an example of what I typed in, I went over to ChatGPT, I gave them a screenshot of the actual landing page, and I said, I want you to give me a prompt to animate this image. I want the woman in the picture to look at me, then blink a few times and then look back. It generated this prompt, and I gave this prompt to Higgsfield right here. And after that, it gave us this video. So you can see the woman opens up her eyes, and then, she smiles, and then she looks back and blinks, right? Pretty cool. So I'll just go ahead now and download this video. And then going back to the website, I'll now take this video, I'll drag and drop it, and I'll just tell them to apply this to the home page. I want you to add this video as my new landing page background. So there's the black clouds. Oh, there it goes, there's the woman. And what's really cool is they actually know that not to put it in the center of the page. So what they do is they replace the actual image with the video to keep the position consistent, which is really cool. And I want to get rid of these black clouds. They're not working out for me now, so we got to get rid of them. And it's gone, just like South Park, and it's gone. So the clouds are gone. And overall, this is a really attractive looking landing page. Now, if you want to take this website and convert it to Elementor or WordPress or Gutenberg, I have a tutorial in the description that I'll walk you through how to do that. You just download the HTML file, you connect WordPress with Claude, and then it'll build this website using Elementor in WordPress. It's really cool. I'll probably make an up-to-date video on that. But there's one last thing that we have to do before we actually put this on a live domain. We need to adjust the contents. Now, in the video description, there is an Evernote, and I actually use this one from another video. You can see there's a lot of people viewing it right now. What we need to do is we need to actually tell Claude what kind of business we are, and it's going to adjust the content around whatever we tell them, right? So for example, I'll go ahead and paste this in, and the business name, we're going to put that we are a modeling agency. Adjust the website content around my business. Here is my business info, and then here we have our info. I'll go ahead now and run this prompt. And what this will do is that it'll actually adjust all the content throughout all your pages based off the keywords in that prompt. And here we go. So now Claude has adjusted all the content on the website based off my business. So we can see all the text has changed. Wilson Modeling Agency. We're a New York modeling agency. Scrolling down, all the content has also changed. We have our models. Wilson saw something in me before I did. Oh, I like that. It makes me feel like I have a heart, Also, if we check out our pages, and then here is our About Us page. It says, we build modeling careers, founded in 2012. Wilson Agency is a dependent modeling agency in New York. Pretty cool. So next, let's deploy this website onto a live domain. Now, I did mention earlier that you can actually take the same website and then you can convert it into Elementor, Gutenberg, maybe even Divi. I'm not sure about that just yet. I've messed around with it and it's not too friendly with HTML, but Elementor is. But let's just go ahead now and deploy this to a live domain. So over here, I'll click on share. And then here is our project HTML. I'll click on download. Here it's saying project archive or standalone HTML. I want to use the standalone HTML and then click on export. Now, while that's building, let me show you the recommended web host. Now, in the video description, there is a link and a coupon code to hostinger.com. Now, obviously, this is the web host I recommend. Reasons why is because it's really cheap to get started with Hostinger. They give you a 30-day money-back guarantee. So if you build a website, it's not working out, no problem. You can always get your money back. Now they have a new plan called Unlimited, where you can host unlimited websites on your hosting package for like less than $60 a year. It is like dirt cheap, to be honest. So the one that I recommend to go with is the Unlimited plan. So once you get here, click on Choose Plan, and I'll show you my coupon code. Next is the period. Now, honestly, the 48 months sounds expensive, but 4 years of hosting for under $200, like you're not gonna find a better deal than that. I currently pay about $80 a month for my web hosting. It's quite expensive, but I know many of you are just getting started out, so I would recommend to go with the 12-month plan. And we have a coupon code that'll save you even more money. So over here under have a coupon code, if you enter the coupon code Daryl10 and click on apply, you're only gonna pay about $57 for a year of web hosting. So go ahead and check out, and once you do that, I'll show you how to take this website and put it on a live domain using Hostinger. So going back to our website, I now wanna download the HTML file. So right here, I'll click on download. Okay, so now I've downloaded that file, and I'll go back to Hostinger, and this is the H panel. So this is the backend, and all you gotta do is just go over here to websites, and then over here, you'll just click add a website, and then select HTML website. And then you'll type in your domain name. Now, I'm just gonna use a temporary domain for now, but you can just use one that you got because you got one for free. Why not? Why the hell not? Here, click on use temporary domain. And then here's our dashboard. And all we're gonna do is go over here to our file manager, click on open, and then we'll double click the public HTML. So I'll double click. And then this file, we're just gonna delete it. We don't need it. So I'll click on delete. And then we're gonna take that file and then just drag and drop it. Drag and drop it just like that. All right, so now it's uploading our website. And boom, there is the website. Now, all we gotta do is rename this to index. So I'll right click, rename, and then we're just gonna rename this, whoops. There we go, one more time here. Here we go, backspace, and then we're just going to rename this index. Index.html, rename, and we're done. Now let's go back to our website over here and let's open our new website. And here is our beautiful website. And look, we got the cute little birdie. Look at the birdie. It's so cute, right? We have the woman here with the video. We have the animations scrolling down. We have everything intact. Everything looks perfect. And the great part about HTML is that it's really fast. It's like bare bones. So it is actually the fastest framework to use. So yeah, that is how you can create a website using ChatGPT and Claude. To be honest, every single year, AI gets better and better at designing websites. Do you guys remember like 3 years ago when I was making websites? They looked like crap. They're really generic, they were blocky, they didn't really look good, but the websites they're making today, AI can now make websites better than humans, and that's a scary thing to say. I don't think web design is dead, but if you're still using the old method of using Figma and you're using Photoshop, those tools are long gone now because AI is making things so much more easier. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know your thoughts about the new ChatGPT Soul update in the comments below. My name is Daryl Wilson, and I will see all of you party people later.